Hello everyone and welcome back to another one of my videos. So, as you can see here, I'm clearly experiencing some errors with the Apache 2 service. And this is mainly because I'm pretty sure initially I didn't have it so it could rewrite. So I enabled rewrite using this command. And despite it being enabled, when I go into the status of the Apache 2 service, it actually shows me a syntax error on line 2 in this configuration file. So let's see, I'm going to go over to this configuration file and go nano and paste. Now we go over to the directory. But I'm over here in the configuration file and I'm not sure what's wrong. And it's not just this that I'm having issues with, but it's other things as well. You see, if I go up and with my up arrow back to my previous commands, I'm going to look at the journal of another one of the services I'm having trouble with. Don't worry. This service, and then I'm going to go to status. And then when you look at the status, you'll see something very interesting. This service is also having a hard time initiating. And this is the service that's meant to apparently turn on FileCloud or allow it to run. So I'm not sure what's going on with this thing. So in this video, I'm not only going to be repairing this Linux server, but I'm going to be showing you how you can set up FileCloud on your own home computer without any money, without any extra whatevers. You just use your own computer with your own OS and everything will work. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, now we can move on to installing Ubuntu on our server. Now, prior to installing Ubuntu, you need to make sure you have the correct function key for accessing your computer's bootloader. On my computer, it is F12 while function is being pressed simultaneously. So it's function F12. For you, you might have it as F10, F11, F2. It really depends. It can vary. So I really recommend you look it up on Google because it can vary from model to model and brand to brand. Okay, so now I'm going to get it started on my computer. So I'm going to make sure I plug in my USB. Okay, I'm plugging it in. Okay, and now I'm going to turn on the computer. And as soon as I turn it on, I'm going to press the function combination required to access the bootloader. Okay, do not stop, just spam it, spam the key. Okay, now we're in. Don't worry if you failed to access this the first time. You can reboot your computer and start it again. Just make sure you do it before the vendor logo. Okay, now I'm on my USB drive and I'm gonna go try and install Ubuntu. Okay, now press enter. This might take a while, so I might speed this up. Okay, now we have successfully booted into the Ubuntu USB. So now I'm going to click install Ubuntu. Oh, okay, wait a couple seconds, it's going to load the next menu. And then I'm going to, assuming your language preferences have been selected by default, you can either press continue or you can change it to whichever keyboard layout you want or whichever language you want. There's Estonian, there's UK English, there's French, there's all the languages you can imagine that are available here, so that you can go continue next. Okay, I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi network, so this is my Wi-Fi network. I'm going to put in my password, which I have forgot. No worries, I'm going to get my password. Just 1 second. Okay, I finally have gotten my password. Sorry, I forgot my password for my Wi-Fi. So I'm going to have it. Great. I have now successfully entered in my Wi-Fi password to Ubuntu. So now I'm gonna go continue. Okay, just wait a couple seconds. You can choose to not enable Wi-Fi by default. However, it is best because it will allow you to pre-install some updates and drivers before the actual installation of Ubuntu happens. So it'll happen during the installation period. Okay, I'm gonna put mine on minimal installation because it's not like I need all that other software. I'm gonna continue. I like to install my drivers manually because I don't know, for some reason my GPU seems to have some issues with the NVIDIA drivers provided by Ubuntu at default. So, you know, what can you do about that? I don't know. So that's why I recommend installing your GPU drivers manually, which I will have a video on later. Okay, now I'm gonna do erase disk and install Ubuntu. You can choose to install it alongside another OS. However, that would require some partitioning, which can result in some instability. So I recommend you just erase the entire disk and install Ubuntu. However, just to note, all your previous files on this computer will be erased. So just mind that. Okay, install now. Continue. And just wait some more. Okay, I'm gonna have my time as whatever this is. I'm not gonna show my location on camera. To be clear, this is just for like setting your time. So if you have it like in any of these other parts, you can like set your time to a different location. So you can either just let it do what it does on default, which sometimes is wrong, or you can manually input your location for your time zone or whatever so that you can get the correct time up here. Okay, my name, I'm just gonna put A, B, C, D, E, F, G because I can. No, actually, just kidding. I'm gonna put YouTube. Oh, YouTube. How did I misspell YouTube? Okay, I'm gonna create a password. Oh. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna put something very secure. Okay. To be clear, this will be both your root and your login password. It's not like Debian where you can just have like two separate passwords, one that acts like a PIN and one that's for root. This is only root. This is your only password you'll have, and it will be for both of those. So keep that in mind. Also, I recommend you write it down if you're prone to forgetting your passwords, because it can get pretty long. Okay, now that we have installed Ubuntu, we can then click restart and then wait for this thing to finish loading. Okay, now I'm going to remove the USB and press enter. And the next thing you should see is my screen recorder on my desktop. See you there. Okay everyone, now we're back onto the Dell Optiplex that I have now flashed to Ubuntu. So now I'm going to go to Firefox, and then I'm going to go FileCloud. Okay, like this. FileCloud. FileCloud.com. Okay, now I am going to go over to Community Edition. Press enter. It should give me something that's your Community Edition. Okay, FileCloud Community Edition. Okay, then I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna go down to, no, not that one. Where's the download? Oh yeah, Community Edition. Download that. Okay, it turns out I had a FileCloud account already, so this means I can just go over to Products, FileCloud Server, FileCloud for Linux, then I'm going to go to FileCloud on Linux, right here. Then I'm going to download it for Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. And yes, I do recommend you use their recommended OSs because I tried doing this on Debian, and it was a huge mess considering that not all the packages and software required was available on the Debian repositories. So I just recommend you do it like the way they ask you to. So now I'm going to open up a terminal, Control-Alt-T, and I'm going to move my window to the side like this and my terminal to the side like this. I'm going to copy and paste some of the commands that they ask for. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste this, press enter, wait a couple seconds. Oh, it appears I don't have curl. Well, that's fine because that means I can just install curl. So I'm just going to go sudo apt install curl. And to be clear, curl does not come with Ubuntu, so you'll have to install it manually yourself as well. So now I'm going to put in my password. Don't worry if it doesn't show the characters. That's normal. That's a security precaution, I guess. Okay. Now my password is typed in. Wait a couple seconds. And now it appears we have it installed. So that means I can now use curl. So I'm going to go paste, enter. Okay, I'm going to get the next thing they asked me to copy and paste. I'm going to go with this. Oh, appears it's not doing that like that. So I'm going to go copy, paste. Do not do Control-C and Control-V on the terminal because it will mess up your commands. I tried it before, but it doesn't do anything that you want it to do if you do it like that. Okay, now I'm going to go paste again, enter. Okay, now I'm going to go back, I'm going to go copy and paste, make sure I have it all copied. Okay, good, I do. Copy, paste, enter. Okay, copy, paste again, enter. What happened? Don't worry, I will fix that. Okay. What happened here? Okay. I guess this is a great learning moment. Why won't it update? I'm going to try without the Y. So I'm going to go try that. Sudo apt update. Oh, no wonder why. It was doing it without sudo. I'm not a root user on Ubuntu, so I have to use sudo. No one's root by default, so you have to use sudo to access root, or you can just use sudo itself. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that happened before with installing Node.js, and I was super confused, and I guess it happened again here because they assume you're going to do root, but I prefer to do sudo because it's easier. Okay, sudo, and I'm going to go paste. To be clear, you will also have to use sudo because that's just the way it is on Ubuntu unless you're on Debian and you use root. But again, if you're on Debian, you're going to have a bunch of package issues, so just use sudo, okay? And just use Ubuntu. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of heartache, trust me. Okay. Almost done downloading. Okay, finally we've installed that package, and now I'm going to install some more of the stuff required. I'm going to copy this, put sudo at the beginning, or if you want to use root, you can go sudo su, and then you can just do it the way they ask you to do it, which is just with apt and no sudo at the beginning. And then just wait some more. Okay, now I'm gonna paste that in and enter. Okay, now let's wait some more. Okay, great. Now let's check if FileCloud is running. So I guess I'm going to go IPA or IP-A. Oh no, sorry. I need to clear this. It's getting in the way of my train of thought. Okay. Oh, again, why did I do that? Okay, IPA. Okay, let's see if anything is running now. Is Apache running? Let's see. Okay. Is anything related to Apache running now? I guess I'll just paste in my IP address. Just check. I don't know. Why not? Copy. And go paste. See what happens. Okay, it appears I forgot how to log into this thing. Okay, it appears I have finally found the correct IP address to access FileCloud. And now I assume from here on out I can just put in my username and then my password, and then I should be all good to go. Which would be great if I hadn't forgotten my own password. Well, nevertheless, this is how you set up FileCloud.